colleagues, first of all, I just want to say thanks. I've had a great 6 months, and just want to thank everybody for the opportunity to serve with you. It's been a real pleasure. I spent 8 years as a supervisor, and so I've done a lot of negotiations of contracts with employees. So one of the things we did with our retiree medical was we decided to pay for it ourselves and not create some kind of sense of ownership by the employees, and therefore we didn't have to raise their pay either. So what we're doing here at the state is we're raising their pay so they can pay the withholding. So now all of a sudden we're giving a 7% pay raise to engineers. Well, that's going to be real interesting because now you've got 20 plus other bargaining units that are going to come in and say, hey, what about us? We want a 7% pay raise. So I am a little concerned about those aspects. I did look at our actuarial reports. They were prompt in giving them to me, so I want to thank the senator from San Francisco as chair of the budget committee. $72 billion in unfunded retiree medical that we have to deal with. Not the most pleasant read, but if we were to be a little more aggressive in how we negotiate our retiree medical, we can reduce the unfunded liability dramatically, and that was one of the things we weren't provided this morning in the budget committee is what are some of the factors we're pursuing? What will they have? If we're going to go and require them to use Medicare at age 65, that's a big savings. How does that compute? And we haven't seen that. But I am nervous about the big pay raises. I'm nervous about what it does to your other bargaining units. I'm nervous what it does to your counties. I'm nervous what it does to your cities, because we have a lot of cities and counties that can't afford to give raises because they're busy paying for pension plan contributions. So somewhere along the way, you have to have one or the other. If you're going to have a massive pension plan, then you're not going to really get raises. If you want raises, you better adopt a 401k type plan, a defined contribution, then there's room for that. So I'm having trouble, and I can still remember being on the Transportation Authority Board in the middle of the recession, and the federal government gave Amtrak engineers raises. And we're all thinking, what's with the federal government? Where are they at? And then how do we explain that to our staff? I remember it was one of those really great awkward moments. So with that, colleagues, I think we need to be a little more careful how we negotiate, or at least we need to give the administration a little more help in trying to fix the problems. And again, you guys weren't very good to counties and cities that have adopted the civic openness and negotiations, but coin is desperately needed in the governor's office as well. So I'll be opposed to this bill. Thank you, Madam President.